Hey guys, it's Jenny here and welcome back to my channel. So, I think we're going to try to do a 24-hour readathon. Kind of random, but my plans for this weekend didn't really work out according to plan. So, I didn't have to work today, I don't have to work tomorrow, and I've kind of been in the reading mood lately. But I just haven't picked anything up. And I've just been thinking about it, and I had already filmed an intro clip around 5 o'clock because I was going to do a readathon, and then it was going to start at like 5, and as soon as I filmed the clip I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do a readathon now, so I kind of just waited to feel inspired to do one, and now I think I've made my peace with it. So it is now almost 9 o'clock. So the readathon will go from 9 p.m. on Saturday to 9 p.m. Sunday. And then I'm still in bed by 10 on Sunday. 12 hours of sleep. And then 11 hours of sleep for work on Monday. And I'm going to be taking some measures to discourage me from sleep. So I have set up my bed a different way, so the pillows are on the wrong side of the bed, and we're gonna put extra pillows up there. I just got this one for my mom today at TJ Maxx. Super cute. She's gonna love it. So I'm gonna put this up here because now I can be comfy, but I don't have enough room to sleep. So that's kind of my running theory for this, is that if I have a comfortable reading spot but I can't sleep, that'll work. Also, sitting this way, I can't face my TV and be like, man, really want to play my games, or man, watching Netflix is just so much easier. No. Now I'm sideways. So without further ado, let's go into the contenders that I have for this readathon. First, I have Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I've already started this, and I am on chapter 7, page 142. So I have started it, but I still have a lot to go. So I have this. This is on my radar. And then next, we have Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. This is her new release, and I picked another full novel for this challenge only because her writing is usually really fast-paced, and I've been hearing really good reviews about this book, saying that it's like really good paced and the story's great. So I think that this will be a quick read, and I've really just been curious about it, so I put it on the list. I don't really have high hopes of finishing either of the bigger books, but I want to at least have some pages read, because we are like 16 days into the new year, have not even touched a book. So yeah, next we have How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate by Holly Black, and this is a collection of stories about Carden and his childhood. This is going to be a really quick read. I believe this is like under 300 pages. It's under 200 pages. Plus, it is illustrated. So this is going to be a nice quick read. And because it's Cruel Prince, you know, might pull me out of my slump. And then we have kind of like a relaxing read, which is Swimming Lessons by Lily Reinhardt. This is Lily's poetry collection. If you don't know who Lily Reinhardt is, she plays Betty Cooper on Riverdale, if you watch that. And yeah, I've been looking forward to this like for over a year when she announced that it was coming out. I've been so excited, and then it got pushed back from May to September, and then I got pushed back again, and I'm just so glad that it's out now. Can't wait to read it. And yeah, so those are the 4 books I'm putting on my main focus TBR. Of course, you guys may be able to see that I have a very large TBR to select from in case any of those things fail. So I have a stack of books there. That's a stack of books that I was originally going to make my TBR, but that just didn't happen. So yeah, I also have books from there I can pull from, and most of my highly anticipated books, I believe, are on the smaller shelf, mainly in these two shelves down here, I think. So it's kind of mixed in with some most anticipated releases and some of my favorites. Let's check the time. It's 9 o'clock on the dot. So I'm really nervous, but I guess I'm going to go ahead and start reading. I'm not even sure what I want to start out with. I think maybe, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to sit down and get the feel of them and see which one I'm feeling at this very moment. And I guess I will check in. Maybe I'll check in every hour unless I have like an important update in that moment. In a moment that isn't the hourly updates. So yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to set this up. But yeah, I have Savannah in here with me. And so she will hopefully be somewhat successful in keeping me awake. Lord knows she's very good at it first thing in the morning on a Saturday off. So she better not let me down when I'm actually trying to be awake. Right, Bean? So yeah, this is where I'm going to be for 24 hours. So I've had a little bit of a reading sprint. I had like a 30, it was like 25-minute or something like that reading sprint. I'm on chapter 9 now. And here's the thing. I'm enjoying this, but I'm just like, my eyes hurt, and like when I wear my glasses, they slide off a little bit, and then it annoys me. But like, when I don't have my glasses on, then it makes it like, it almost doubles my reading time, because I have to go back and reread and keep refocusing my eyes. So yeah, but yeah, I started Midnight Sun, by the way. And I made it 2 more chapters in, so I am about, I've made it almost 40 more pages in, something like that. And yeah, we're getting to the poor Angela's part, and I am just really enjoying the way that Edward thinks. Kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Way creepier than in the movie, because like you get the full extent of how obsessive he was. But in a way, all of his intentions are pure. He's just like so paranoid that something's going to happen to her that he thinks he has to be there at all times. So his intentions are good, but the way it's executed is just like, whoa, slow your roll. So I guess we will see. I might get up to, I don't know, just like walk around, stretch my legs in a little bit. But yeah, this is almost the first hour, so I will probably not update you guys. I might update you guys at 10, but if not, I will update again at 11. Right now it's only 9:35, and I did start the readathon like 15 minutes late, so. Hey guys, so we have officially reached the 11 o'clock mark. So total, I've probably been reading for about like a little over an hour, because I didn't start until like 9:25, and then around 10, Rachel FaceTimed me for her ride home, so that took like another 25 minutes. So yeah, but as promised, this is the technical 2-hour check-in, and I am pleased to announce that I have read 100 pages. I'm on chapter 12, page 246, and we're getting to the part where they're kind of making things official and they're just learning more about each other. So yeah, I'm going to pause for a moment, regain my bearings. I might turn on a readathon here. It's not an issue with reading I'm going to have. It's just more like staying awake, because I'm so relaxed right now that it's just like making me a little bit tired. So right now I'm gonna be doing an activity to keep me awake, whether it's just be watching a little bit of a video, or maybe, you know what, instead of turning on my Xbox, because that leads to temptation, I'm going to play a couple rounds of Among Us while I am, because I just need something to like, I just need a change of pace. So I'm gonna be doing this every once in a while. Like when I feel myself getting tired, I will switch to a different task and try to get myself a little more awake, which means I will not be taking my melatonin tonight. Honestly though, real talk, I'm almost halfway through this and I'm low-key like really excited. It's gonna be so good to finish a book. Okay, and I didn't realize this, but I was flipping through my channel earlier, just like trying to figure out the timelines of all of my disappointing breaks, and I've been saying that I haven't read a book since May, and I completely forgot that I hosted a Bust the Slumpathon last year. Like, that completely skipped my memory. But no, the last time I read a book was in August, and I did actually complete a couple books, so I've been in a slump since August. But I was in a slump for most of last year, and I'm just really trying to change that. And it is working. I just have to fall in love with reading again. Obviously, I love it, but it's just like the act of it is time consuming, and I just have to relearn immersing myself in the story instead of laying here day after day doing nothing. So far it's going well. I'm thinking probably like 35-40% through this. I'm almost halfway, so I think that once I get to the halfway mark, I might change pace. Like I might start How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate, or I might read some of the poetry collection. I really haven't decided yet, but the possibilities are quite endless. So I will check in later, but I wanted to check in for my 2-hour mark. Hello guys, are you shocked? Because I am, that I'm still awake. It is currently 12:45 a.m. I have officially completed one day. So, with that comes actual progress. I have made it to chapter 17, page 342. So, I have read 200 pages, and I believe I am a little over halfway. Because last time I updated you guys, I said I was about 40%, and I logged it on Goodreads like a chapter after I had updated you guys, and it was exactly 40%. So I'm assuming I'm at 50%, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. I am getting very tired, and honestly, it is getting harder for me to, like, keep focus. So I'm definitely going to have to do something, whether it be switch something up or do something, get something, eat something, drink something. I need to do something because I'm making some pretty good progress in reading, and I do not want to stop. I would love some sleep, but I'm not ready to quit yet. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might take my shower now just so I don't have to tomorrow. Maybe do some laundry. I don't know. I need to do something because I'm tired, but I'm making progress. I'm just disassociating very hard right now. Like, what? But I don't know. I definitely need to get up and move around a little bit because I am just ready to sleep. I might take like a 15-minute power nap, but yeah. I'll check in soon. 200 pages down. and about halfway through this, which is very exciting to me because this is the most amount of progress I've made in quite some time, and it is a thick book, so I always feel very exhilarated and accomplished when I finish one book, but when it's a book this big, I get a little bit of a big head. So we will see if I'm able to finish Midnight Sun by 9 p.m. today. In the next 9 hours, am I going to be able to finish Midnight? 9 hours? I'm stupid. That doesn't make any sense. 18 hours. My math is so off. I'm just too tired. But I will check in soon. Hey guys. So it is currently almost 3 a.m. So I'm gonna be honest. I thought about fibbing my way out of this. But I did sleep for a lot longer. But honestly, it was necessary. I'm feeling more awake now. To the point where if I wanted to, I could force myself to stay awake. But I think that I'm going to read a little bit of, I don't think I'm going to do any more Midnight Sun tonight. I think I'm gonna read a little bit from this, and then I'm gonna let myself sleep for a little bit, because it's 3 a.m. just about now, and yeah, so I think I'm gonna set my alarm for like 8:30 at the latest. That gives me like 5 hours, and that would still give me a little over 12 hours left when I would wake up. So I think that would be enough time to at least finish Midnight Sun and this. So even if I don't finish more than like just one novel and a poetry collection, it's still reading to me. But yeah, I wanted to try to do this with no sleep, but that is not practical for me, and I just have to remember that just because I'm sleeping during a readathon doesn't mean it's failed, because I'm still dedicating a day to reading. But yeah, so I was gonna kind of just like let this vlog do its own thing, and yeah, but so I read this from 9:30 to, what did I last talk to you, like 12:30, and I got 200 pages read. So I'm gonna update my progress for this and hopefully finish this when I wake up. And I'm going to, the first time I woke up from my power nap, I was like, okay, I'm gonna sleep for a little bit longer, and then I set my alarm for 1:30, and I don't really recall how I woke up at 2:30, because I like snoozed an alarm, and I don't remember setting an alarm for 2:30. So that's why I'm kind of like very confused and missing time. But anywho, I am just going to like decompress and unwind. Good morning, guys. So it is currently 8:30 on the dot on Sunday, and I'm ready to get this readathon back on the road. I feel a lot better. It wasn't that bad for me to wake up this morning. I was just like, okay. I honestly woke up kind of disappointed that I slept so long. I was like, man, I really could have waited it out longer, but I know that at the same time I really did need some sleep, so yeah. But I have an interesting update for you guys. I was just going through my Snapchat memories, and it turns out I started Twilight on this day 4 years ago. So in a way, it's like an anniversary. It's like I started Twilight. I started and finished Twilight in the first day. Not because I was doing a readathon or anything. I was just so addicted to it that I finished it all in one day. And how fitting is it that I am about to read Midnight Sun on the same day? I was like, whoa, that resemblance is uncanny. And before I went to sleep last night, I did read a little bit of Swimming Lessons, but not much, because I was literally like really disassociating, and I felt like I was just gonna knock out right then and there. But I did make it to page 37, not very far, but I've got to say, like, you can definitely feel that there's a lot of emotion in her work, but you can also tell that she was so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's almost like she's overthinking writing poetry, so that she's choosing words that she thinks will appeal to people better. I don't know, but like something about it just isn't flowing right. Obviously, I love Lily, and there has been a couple of good poems, but they're just not wowing me yet. So, yeah. I was gonna suggest that I might start a different book, but I think I'm gonna continue on with Midnight Sun. And I'm gonna do like a little reading sprint. I'm very tired, and the thought of reading is kind of daunting to me right now. But I made it this far on this readathon. I don't really want to quit now. I'll probably take a shower in a little bit. I'll probably put my clothes in the wash after. So, yeah. Good morning. It is time to continue reading. And I logged my progress, and I was right. I am exactly 51% through this. So, yeah. Let's get this bread, I guess. I might have to go get some coffee after my reading sprint. Hey guys. So it is now 10:25. I did take a little bit of a break, so I've been reading for almost exactly an hour, and I've gotten another 100 pages done. So I'm on chapter 20, page 448. I'm so excited. I'm actually making progress in this. But I am getting pretty hungry, so I think I am going to wake up now and get some food or something. Yeah. I'm very sad that I have to work tomorrow. Like, so sad, because I'm finally like getting back into my funk with reading, and I really just don't want to stop right now. But I have to say, Stephanie Meyer is a much more talented author than we give her credit for. For example, she wrote the Twilight books, the first 4, so far apart. 15 years apart. Because didn't the first one come out in 2005? Or something like that. She wrote them so far apart, and she still made sure to keep the exact, like, chronological order, the same quotations, to make us know that it was the same story from the same perspective. And that couldn't have been easy, especially with the book so much longer. Like, she kept all of the same elements, except she changed the perspective. And I'm honestly just very impressed by how well they flow together. Like, I know exactly what part we're at all the time, because it's just like, it's the same, yet she's constantly enhancing it to make it better. And yeah. So I'm almost done. I am over halfway. I'm sure I'm like 60, maybe 70% through this. Yeah. Probably about 70% through this. So I'm gonna go quickly log my progress on Goodreads. I might read a couple more poems from this just because I need a little bit of a change of pace. And I was kind of thinking about starting this just because I feel like it will go pretty quickly as well. But I guess we will just see how I'm feeling. Oh, he's so beautiful. But yeah, I will check back in a little bit. I definitely just need change of pace from this. This is just getting really heavy for me. Especially when the pages are open like this. I'm like, oh. So, yeah. I'm honestly just so shocked that I've already been able to finish that much of a book. I know that it's been a long time, like, it's taken me a long time to get to this point, but still, after not reading for so long, this is shocking for me. I've read over 300 pages in the past 12 hours. Anywho, I will check in soon. Hey guys, so it is now 12:45. We officially have 8 hours and 15 minutes left in the readathon, and I have made it another just about 100 pages. I am 80% of the way through this. I just checked on Goodreads. So I am on chapter 23, page 523, and yes, so we just finished the baseball game and just went over the whole plan about James. So getting into the good, and I think that the rest of this is going to go really quickly. And there's now no doubt in my mind that I will be able to finish this. And honestly, that's so good. I'm like, Also, I don't know if I updated you guys, but I did read a little bit more of swimming lessons. I am currently on page 67, and like I said, it is definitely not blowing my mind the way I wanted it to, but it's good. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't know. It's just not living up to how much I hyped it up in my head. So that's a little bit disappointing, but it's not a bad book. It's not a bad collection of poetry. It's just a little bit lacking and not really what I was hoping for. So my dad has just run out to get groceries and pick up a present for Lexi because her birthday is in a couple days and her party is tomorrow. So yeah, that's what he's doing. All I have to do is take a shower and then put a load of laundry in, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. I just ate breakfast like 20 minutes ago or something like that, maybe a little bit longer. But yeah, and then when my dad brings home groceries, I also have to dump Savannah's litter box and stuff like that, but I only have a couple minor chores to do. That and figure out how I'm getting to work tomorrow, because I probably really should have thought of that before. But regardless, I think at the pace I'm going, I think I will be able to finish Midnight Sun, swimming lessons, and then I think maybe even How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate, and then depending on how all that goes, I might be able to read some of Kingdom of the Wicked, but I don't think I'll get I don't think I'll get more than 50% through. I think it'll probably be more like 20, maybe 30% if the book actually catches my attention. But yeah, I've also really been thinking about watching Twilight, because this book is just bringing back so many nostalgic memories. Like, I know that the first time I read this was only 4 years ago today, but all of the memories. And watching the movies for the first time, I'm like, so yeah. That's how it's going. I think that right now I'm going to keep reading. I just wanted to take a break and update you guys. I've been kind of updating every 100 pages because I've noticed that it takes me like an hour to read 100 pages. So that's kind of why I've been updating every 100 pages, is because the timeline just works out that way. So I think I'm going to kick back and try to plow through most of this. I might not come back until I finished it, but I also may check in at the next 100 page mark. Actually, I don't think I'm going to check in until I finish it, because I'm pretty sure this book is only slightly longer. The heck did you just drop? Yeah, this book is only slightly longer than the 100 page mark that I would be at, so I will check back in when I have finished this. Hey guys, so it is very nearly 3 o'clock, and I have not read anything since I last updated you guys because I was on the phone with my mom for over an hour, and then I ate some lunch, and I've just been taking a chill pill for a minute. But, I think I'm going to get in the shower and then put my laundry in, and then I will finish Midnight Sun and get back to you. Hey guys, so it is 6:15 on Sunday, and I have officially completed Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. It's hard to like pinpoint how I feel about this. It's like 200 pages longer than the original Twilight, and I get that it's because there's more characters in this. Obviously, all of the Cullens are in the first book, but you don't get them as in-depth in that as you do in this. With this, you're not only getting like the regular as planned dialogue that Edward, and you get the regular amount of dialogue, but in this you're also getting the regular dialogue along with Edward's thoughts inside of his head, and along with everybody else's thoughts that he's picking up on. So that alone makes it longer, but I also did notice that there were a couple points in this book where there was just so much like intense detail that it was like a little bit of it was really appreciated, and I was picking up on things like, oh, I was kind of wondering like how that was playing out, because like it doesn't show it in the movie or in the first Twilight book. But there also was a point where there was just like so much detail that it was almost overwhelming. Like when they were on their way to the dance studio to get Bella, the detail in the car chase was like almost impossible to keep up with, and it was almost like too much. But overall, I think I would probably rate this like a 4-star. I think that it would have been a 5-star if it, I don't know, it was really interesting. I'm just very conflicted because I was obviously immersed in it enough, but something about it was just felt like it fell off at some points. I don't know like what point though. That's why I'm struggling so hard to form a coherent thought on this book. I obviously loved it because it's Twilight and it was very nostalgic for me to be rereading it, but in like additional context and gaining new information. I don't know though. I definitely did like it. I would probably settle on a 4 or a 4.5 stars. But this has officially been completed. Shall we see how many pages that was read? Let's find a calculator. – 516 pages read so far. So I guess now I'm going to try to plow through this. I am guessing that it's not going to take me that long because it's very fast paced. The poems are pretty short, and some of the pages are either like just colored or there's illustrations on the other side, so yes, I will probably be finished with this pretty soon. And then after I finish this, I need to go switch my laundry, and then I will start trying to make a vent in this. So yeah, that is kind of my general plan. I need to update my Goodreads, and then I will proceed with the Readathon. And yeah, I feel like I would have gotten more read if I hadn't taken so many breaks, but I did take a lot of breaks, and I did have an almost hour-long phone call with my mom, and I did end up sleeping, which I probably could have gone without, but I was just so disoriented that I don't think I would have retained much of the information from the book if I had stayed awake. Maybe when I have more time off, like if I had done this on a Friday, like this past Friday when I didn't have to work Saturday or Sunday, it would have been better because I maybe actually would have put more effort into staying awake, but I do still have to work at 10 tomorrow, so yeah. But Midnight Sun is done, and now we are going to be turning my attention to swimming lessons. I am going to start editing this vlog like shortly after the readathon ends, just because I know it's going to be long. Yeah, it's probably going to feel a lot like Midnight Sun to you guys. A lot of detail, a lot of unnecessary repetitiveness, and the same. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anywho, I am going to read some of this, and I will check in with you guys soon. Hey guys, so it is currently 6:48, and I have just finished Swimming Lessons by Reinhardt, and this was pretty good. I will say a lot of it felt repetitive, or like it started out good, but then the general idea kind of lost itself in trying to make sure that the words sounded pretty enough. But overall, I really liked it. I really resonated with it. Like, you can tell that she suffers with mental illness and that she's, I don't know, there was just something about it that I really just liked, and I can't even really pinpoint what it was. I definitely feel it though. Like, I feel that same disassociative numbness sometimes where, like, I feel like I'm spiraling, but everybody else is acting like everything's fine. It's like, why is it, why? So, yeah, overall, I think I would probably give this, like, I would probably want to say, like, a 3.5 star, maybe a 4. I'm trying to really, like, crack down on my reviews, because I've noticed in the past that I was kind of very lenient when it came to rating books, and anything that I genuinely just liked in general I would rate highly. But it's time for me to, like, gather my thoughts more and just really, like, sort out how I feel. And I did like this book. Would I reread it? Probably not. I might go through and skim read it, maybe find a couple of poems that I liked, but I don't think I would reread the whole thing again. So I think I would probably settle at like a 3. It was good, but it just wasn't what I wanted it to be. It wasn't what I was expecting it to be. I think I just overhyped it for myself, because this is not a bad book. It's just, I was wanting more from it. And I definitely think that she has the potential to give more. This is just her first collection, and I definitely think she has a lot of room to grow. But she is already a really good, she's a great author. She's a great artist in general. And I am hoping that she does write more, because I would definitely read it. There's no shame to her. It's just, I almost feel like she's holding back. But, and I know that's not really fair to say, because anybody who writes poetry is obviously bearing their whole entire soul. They're being completely vulnerable with anybody who picks up that book. But I definitely think that she can go deeper, and that she just, I don't know, there's something about it. I definitely did enjoy it, but I would probably settle at a 3. So that is 2 whole books completed: Swimming Lessons and Midnight Sun. I have the dust jacket from Midnight Sun, but it's on my shelf. So right now I'm gonna go put my clothes in the dryer, and then I'm going to heat up the food that my dad got for me earlier. I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm going to start on How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate. It would be really cool if I could finish this, and I might just try, but if we're really getting down to the wire and I'm not more than halfway through, I'll probably just call it. It would be really cool if I could get this done, but I'm not really going to try to put too much pressure on myself to get it done, get it done, get it done. I want to be able to enjoy it. And I think part of the reason why I was so overwhelmed with like some parts of Midnight Sun is because I was just so like geared towards you gotta get it done, you gotta get it done, that I didn't really take the time to process everything that was being said. I still obviously enjoyed both books, but I definitely feel like when I get into these reading sprints, I'm putting too much internal pressure on myself that you guys aren't putting on me. But I just see so many other creators being able to get so much reading done, and I just want to be one of those creators, but it just doesn't work like that, and I have to remember that. So yeah, I am hungry now. I had eaten like right before he had brought home food, so I was kind of bummed that I didn't get to eat it, but I'm gonna go put my clothes in the dryer so that they're done by the time the readathon is done, and get some food, and then I will start on the new book. And I will check in later. Hey guys, so it is 9:03 on the dot, and I am pleased to announce that this readathon has come to a conclusion. And I am also pleased to announce that I started and finished How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate by Holly Black. I loved this. 5 out of 5 stars. This was exactly what I needed right now. It was short, it was easy, it was so fast-paced, and the stories were short enough that they all made sense, but it was like then and done, then and done. And it just like held my attention so much. I almost gave up in the beginning. I was like 15 pages and I was like, man, I'm really sick of reading. But then I was like, you know what, nope, I only got 2 more hours left. I might as well just get it over with. And I just like flew through that. This only took me like an hour and 20 minutes to read, hour and a half maybe, and this was like 175 pages. This was so good. So it was like the perfect balance of giving like stories, morale lessons, and also like sadder stories from Carden's past that showed us like why he was so awful. And then it also showed us how he learned to grow out of that with the right person, and it was my heart. So in total, I have finished Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. And that was 516 pages read because I was already 142 into it. And then I started and finished Swimming Lessons by Lily Reinhardt, which I gave a 3 out of 5 stars. And finally, I started and finished How the King of Elfheim Learned to Hate by Holly Black, and this got a 5 out of 5 stars. So guys, I don't really want to jinx anything, but I might, dare I say, claim that I may be out of my reading slump. Altogether, that added up to 916 pages in 24 hours, which I know I've done better in the past, and I know a lot of other people have managed much more than that. But to me, that is like crazy because I have not even touched a book since August to read it. And, well, aside from starting Midnight Sun, but I don't really count that. Finishing a book wise, like, honestly, this readathon is exactly what I needed. And I'm so glad that I pushed myself to do this because I just feel so much happier. And that's 3 more books off my TBR. And I'm just really excited, and I do think that I will be trying to incorporate reading into my schedule so long as it doesn't get too chaotic. I can't really make any promises, but I might try to bring back my reading schedule so that things don't seem so overwhelming. But I guess we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for a new video.